Hello, Olympus seniors. Here we are in the final month of your school career. We are so excited to celebrate you this month and to get you ready for such a fun graduation day. So we've got a lot of things coming up this month and just want to make sure that you are prepared for everything that's coming your way. First off, if you didn't receive a packet in the mail, physical mail over the weekend, most likely you probably received it Friday or Saturday, and if not, you might receive it today. But you received a big giant packet, and I'm going to go through all of these different things. But you received a big packet of information that has a lot of details regarding this last month of school and also what is coming for graduation. So first off, you received a letter from me that talks about graduation day. Please remember our graduation is on Wednesday, May 28th at 10 o'clock a.m. at the Huntsman Center. Seniors, we do want you there in line by 9 o'clock a.m. so that we can make sure our graduation starts promptly at 10 o'clock a.m. So we will ask you to be there then. Now, there are things that are allowed and things that are not allowed for graduation, and we have gone through them. We did go through them with your senior assembly, and I've emailed them out a few times. But on the back of the letter, the official letter that I sent in the mail, there is a list of all the required or allowed graduation cords and distinctions that you can wear. Now, these are academic cords and distinctions that have been provided by Olympus, and so this is what we recognize at graduation. You do get your graduation cap and gown a week before graduation to take pictures with anything else that you might want to that's not listed on this list. But when you come to graduation on the 28th, we will have a special check-in table, a little different than what we've done in the past. There will be a check-in table where anything that you bring that we don't recognize at our graduation, we will let you turn those in then, and then you'll be able to pick them up when you get your diploma. So we just want you to know that that will be something that we do only recognize during our graduation and in our program, these specific cords and distinctions. But know that our whole graduation ceremony is all about celebrating you. So seniors, we can't wait to celebrate you. Now, with that, there's a lot of other things that you received. You received an activity list. This is so important for you to pay attention to. I know that May is a very busy month for all families, and so we want you to know all of the different things that are coming up. Something important that you're going to realize is on here, it does say that starting on May 12th, we're going to start our cap and gown clearance. Crazy to think about, but that is next Monday. So next Monday, seniors, you're going to start turning in your Chromebooks. The exceptions to that are seniors who have AP tests that are still happening next week and students who are taking GTI classes. We will not have you turn your Chromebooks in. Other seniors, yes, please turn those Chromebooks in, and so we can start getting you during the checkout process. Now with that, we also, next week, we will have our senior cotillion dinner and dance, which is such a fun night just for seniors, and it's a fun dinner dance just for you. Okay, now with that, let me tell you a couple things. Cap and gown clearance. There's two specific cards that you're going to use. This blue card is one that starting on May 19th, seniors, May 19th, you're going to receive these from your counselors. This blue card and this pink card. This blue card is where your teachers are going to list what your final grades are. Now, if you have anything that you're waiting for, anything outside of Olympus or Granite School District to come in to be posted, like if you have any packet work or any online credits or anything like that, we need that to be finished and finalized with our registrar by this Friday, May 9th, so that we actually have those records and we have them on your transcript. Because anything that is not listed on this blue card will not be on your final transcript. And this is how we know that you have made it to graduation. So seniors, if there's things that you need to work out with your teachers or things that need to be done, they need to get done this week. Because when your teachers start signing on these blue cards, they will stamp and they will list what your final grades are. Now, you have this. This is all your final grades. You'll take this around to your teachers. They sign it. They stamp it. They put that grade on there. The other thing that you're going to have is this cap and gown clearance card. This is your ticket to get your cap and gown on the 20th of May, on Wednesday, May 20th. So for you to get your cap and gown that day, you've got to have this. Now, this is what this looks like. sorry, I said Wednesday, May 20th. It's actually Wednesday, May 21st. So this is your cap and gown clearance card. The first thing on here is academic. Your counselor will stamp and sign saying that you have everything done here, and you should be receiving emails from your counselors at this time as well that you know if there's anything that you have left to get done. So they'll sign that academic. Then also there's two things for the library. The first library card is if there's any textbooks or any classroom materials that you need to turn in. The other one is your Chromebooks and your Chromebook chargers. So you're going to get that stamped, and then your final clearance is your fees and your fines that you take care of with the bookkeeper. This is going to be the final card that you have to have in order to pick up your cap and gown on Wednesday, May 21st. So make sure that you have all of your academic in good standing so that you can get this signed off as you start receiving these on Monday, May 19th, and you can start getting those signed off. Okay, couple other things. As you look at this senior activities, you can look on here and you can just make sure that you know all of those details. So please review it. Please know the dates. We hope that you come ready to celebrate with us. There's a lot of things that are just for seniors this month. We do have the senior dinner dance that's coming up on Thursday, May 15th. And then we do on Wednesday, May 21st. That's the day that you get your caps and gowns. Thursday, May 22nd, we're having our historian assembly, and that is also our yearbook night. So you're going to have a whole week to take pictures with cap and gowns, and then on Tuesday, May 27th, it's important for you to know that that is our graduation practice. So we will meet on the 27th at 8:00 a.m. in the auditorium for you to do a practice. You don't come in your cap and gown, but that will be our cap and gown. That will not cap and gown, but that will be our graduation practice. And then that night we have our senior sunset and then graduation on the 28th. A couple of other reminders that I need to make sure you're aware of. First off, you have transcripts that you're going to want ordered. One of the very first things that you need to make sure is sign into your Parchment account, and don't forget that your Granite School District Google email address, the day after you graduate, just shortly after you graduate, it shuts off. So make sure that anything that you're doing with your colleges and your transcript ordering and everything with that you have a personal email account that you utilize for those things. Because if you don't, then you won't be receiving those emails anymore after you graduate. So make sure that you do switch over your email account. With that, there is another thing. As you order your transcripts, a lot of you have to send your transcripts to your colleges after your final grades have posted. When you do that, make sure, and there's instructions on here, but you're going to want to select hold for your grades. And that is just a hold so that your transcripts aren't sent to your college that you're going to until those final grades have posted. So you'll want to make sure that you do include that when you do that final, let's get that sent in for graduation. Okay, so there's that. Last thing is, you guys, when we go to your graduation party, when you're after graduation, you get to have your senior graduation party, which is so much fun, and we really highly encourage all of you to attend that last night party. So we call it our last night party. In your packet of information, you got this letter saying that, our graduation day details. So graduation check-in at 9 a.m., ceremonies at 10, and then at 9:15 p.m. on graduation night, Wednesday, May 28th, we're going to have you come back to the school, and we're going to check you in our commons area, and we're going to have you board the buses. There's a lot of fun things that happen that night, and you are going to go for the last night party. So the last night party, you're there at the Rush Funplex in Syracuse until 2 a.m. Now with that, your ticket to go to the graduation all-night party is the t-shirt. So you do have to fill out a special waiver. And here's information on here, but you have to fill out this waiver. So fill out the waiver saying that you'll pick up your t-shirts starting on May 19th. So that's listed on here. You're going to be able to get those t-shirts. That's your ticket into the all-night party. You have to ride the bus to and from there. So t-shirt is your ticket in, have to ride the bus to and from there. I promise you it will be such a fun last night party to celebrate with all of your graduating peers. And Students, seniors, we love you. We're excited that we get to have this one final month to celebrate you, your incredible accomplishments at Olympus High. And just get ready, because this will be a fun month, and our graduation ceremony is all about celebrating you. So seniors, you've made it. You're almost there. Let's push it through this last final month of school, and let's have a great time. So let's go Titans.